I've been working hard the last 2 weeks continuing to develop the post-game for Pokemon Emerald Mini. It's gonna be jam-packed with lots of content with some new features that you guys suggested. First of all, when you defeat the Pokemon League in Emerald Mini, you get to unlock 3 brand new gyms that were never before seen in Hoenn. The first new gym is in Slateport City, and its specialty is Bug-type Pokemon. The second new gym is in Fall Arbor Town, and the type for this gym is Dragon Pokemon. The third new gym is in Verdanturf Town, and your opponents use Poison-type Pokemon here. The gym leaders are returning characters from other games, and I don't want to spoil all of them, so you'll have to wait for the full release. Upon defeating these 3 gyms, this allows you to access the regular rematches for the normal 8 gyms. I think this is a lot simpler than needing to use the Pokénav feature for a rematch. Rematching the 8 gyms is done so in the regular badge order, so you'll start with Roxanne and work your way up to Juan in Sootopolis City. The gym leaders also have higher level Pokemon in the final versions of their team, unlike the original game where you had to battle them over and over to see how their team grows. Another little feature in the post-game is when you beat the 3 new gyms and head to Rustboro, there's a sailor on the coast who discovered a new island and he'll take you there whenever you want. This tiny island features some Kanto and Johto Pokemon not normally found in Emerald, as well as a few useful items. I plan on adding lots of little new small islands like this one, similar to how Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had them in the post-game through the soaring feature. The reason I'm adding these new islands is because I mentioned in a previous short that I might be adding a whole nother region to the game. I finally decided I'm not going to add any new regions in this ROM hack because with binary hacking the ROM with Hexmaniac Advance, there's a hard code limit on the amount of trainers I can have in the game, and I wouldn't want to add a new region that feels empty with having little to no trainers. I think adding some small new areas to Hoenn to discover would be a better idea, and I'll even think of some new ways to add some new boss trainers and legendary Pokemon. I was also able to fully build the new Battle Frontier in a miniature scale, and I think it turned out great. I still have to work on the interiors, but the facilities are fully functional as normal. Outside of the facilities still features all the regular shops, and I even made it so when you talk to the NPC at the record hall, you can still cycle through all the facility records you achieve. I haven't fully worked on it yet, but I also plan on reducing some of the prices on the items to obtain competitive items that normally costed a fortune of battle points in the original game. Little things like this will allow you to develop your team a little more easily with better items. If you saw one of my recent YouTube shorts, you would have seen that the post-game also features some new changes to the department store. Once you enter the Hall of Fame, the fan favorite ball guy shows up on the first floor, and every time you beat the Pokemon League, he'll give you 5 random Pokeballs. This is just a fun little reward you get for continuing to train on the Elite Four. Also, the floor that sells TMs has a new person added that will sell you strong TMs once you beat the Pokemon League. These TMs are hard-hitting moves like Earthquake, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and others. The only thing is that I increased the prices on these TMs because they would have been OP otherwise. I think this fixes the issue of the original game with having good TMs like these really hard to come by. Another little fun thing I added in the post-game is once you receive the National Dex from Professor Birch, you can head over to the Lynette, the PC system lady near Fall Arbor, and she'll give you a Porygon that she got while traveling to Kanto. I plan on adding lots of gift Pokemon like this throughout the post-game, and they'll be given as rewards for completing certain quests. It's a pretty ambitious goal of mine, but I want to add all 386 Pokemon in the National Dex to be obtainable without needing to trade anyone. That's why I'm working on new areas to explore, NPCs to reward you these items, and some exciting new ways to obtain legendaries. That's most of the progress I made so far for the post-game of Emerald Mini, and I still plan on adding a lot more for you guys to see in future videos. Again, if you still have suggestions, let me know in the comments, but I want this ROM hack to be as feature-packed as possible before its final release. If you're interested in becoming a beta tester for this ROM hack before the public release, please come and join my Discord and let me know if you'd like to help test. Having more testers will allow the game to be released more quickly for everyone to enjoy. Also, really quick, thanks to you guys for enjoying the videos. We just hit 9,000 YouTube subscribers, and the channel continues to grow thanks to your support. You guys are awesome and keep inspiring me to make better Pokemon content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.